Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mgeni. This is my second video. This is my birth story, pregnancy and birth story. So I'm gonna tell you everything about my pregnancy. My baby is turning 4 months this month. So yeah, so okay, at the beginning, I found out I was pregnant around September. I think it was September 2020, and at the time, I thought it was depression because I was living alone. I just left my family to stay in a different town. So I thought it was depression because I was okay. I think a part of it was because I was so lonely. I was emotional. I just wanted to be alone. I stopped working out and all those nice stuff. So and then I missed my period. That's when I was like, ooh, something's wrong. And then I bought me a pregnancy test, and then I got tested, only to find out that I was pregnant. Then I made an appointment with my gynae. Um, After that, oh yes, I made an appointment with my guys. I'm also looking down because I forget a lot of things, so I'm looking down because I'm trying not to forget. So I made an appointment with my gynae, and then she confirmed that we were pregnant, so we're having our second baby. I was a bit scared and was I excited? Not at the time. Honestly, I was not. I was just scared because I was turning 30. I was going to be a mother of two, and financially we're not in a bad place, but we are not in the best place. Let me say that. Yeah, we are not where we would like to be. But yeah, that's that. So after after the gynae confirmed, yeah, we went for scans and all that. I gained a lot of weight, guys. The last time I was on a scale, I was 75 kgs. Before, I'm saying this before I was pregnant, so I was like around 75 kgs and stuff. And then when I finally decided to get on the scale again, it was not my decision. It was my gynae saying, when you go to the gynae, they want you to get on the scale so that they know what's going on with you and all that. So I got on the scale, and to my surprise, I was around, the last time I think I was around 80 kgs. Yes, I was around the 80, yeah. And then as time went by, I gained more weight. And then I went, my doctor advised that I go check my diabetes, whatever. So we found out I was diabetic. Then she recommended that I go see a dietitian and all that stuff. I went to see a dietitian. We made a meal plan and whatever. I started eating better, not as healthy as I should have, but I was eating better than I did before. My pregnancies are the worst, guys. So I was eating 60%, 80% better than I did before. So it was an improvement for me, but I guess it was not that much of an improvement because my diabetes didn't go away, and it was bad. And then I was referred to a specialist, and then the specialist, diabetic specialist, I don't know what they call them, but yeah, I was referred to her. And then I went to him also. He gave me some pills and advised that he didn't want me to take the needle, like stuff for alcohol. So because he said usually after pregnancy it goes away, because I had diabetic with my first son, with my son also. So yeah, and we were hoping this one goes away, but it was progressing a bit faster than it did with my son. But he gave me some medication to take and advised me that I stick to my diet, and I tried my best to do so. And then after that, I went again to as I was going to my doctor around this year, I was 90 kgs. So imagine, from 75, 80 to 90 something kgs. But at the end of my pregnancy, I was around 95 kgs. So I almost hit 100. I go bad. But yeah, so it was very bad, you guys. And then my doctor was like, no, you have diabetes, and then with diabetes your baby usually gets larger than normal. Yeah, that's what she said. So uh okay, so she asked me around, because I was due in May, the 12th of May, but she said we'll probably have to choose a date in April because she can't it's gonna be risky for me to be pregnant until May. Yes. So around was it yeah, around beginning of April, she called me in to office, and then I went there, and then we had to choose a date for planned induction. So I went. Oh, she gave me different dates. I think she gave me the 26th and the 28th. So I had to choose. So I chose the 28th of April as my daughter's birth date. I also chose with my son. So so we chose the okay. Me and my husband actually decided on the 28th because it was better for us. We by the 28th would have been paid, so we'd have enough money to for any major things that would need finances. So we what was I saying? Okay, so as I was saying, we chose the date and then went back to work. Obviously, did what I was supposed to do, and then when the time came, I came back home. She told us to get there by 5 o'clock in the morning. I won't tell you. I don't know if I should tell you the hospital that a problem. I don't know, but 5 o'clock in the morning we got up. She said, "Oh, we're supposed to be there by 4 or 5. So like 4 o'clock, we need to be there so that, because it's COVID and then it gets full. We also got tested for COVID a few days before, and then we got our results because, excuse me, you can't go there if you weren't tested to the hospital. I mean, so I got tested, and then we went for a day on the 20. We woke up on the 28th in the morning, very early, like 4. Was it 4 or 5? 4. Yeah, 4. We went there for woke up. I'm not sure, between 4 and 5. So we went there. We got there with my bags and all that. We were ready. I was ready to. I was just tired. I was ready, and all that. I was a bit nervous also because, some people say giving birth is easy. It's not that bad. Whatever, whatever. But for me, it's always bad. It was bad. So I was nervous. Got there, I got there, and then we did all the admin work, whatever, whatever. And then when we were given a bed, while I was lying there in bed, whatever, they were like, "Oh, there's a patient who's giving birth now, and all the beds are full. Since you're still waiting for your induction, because the induction is supposed to be done at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I needed to be early there before that." So they're like, we'll give you another bed, whatnot, whatnot. I was so mad, but I also understood because I was not gonna give birth at that time. I was not in pain. I was not having any contractions, and there was someone else having contractions, and they needed a bed. It's a private hospital, mind you, but it is what it is. So they gave me another bed in the main, not in the maternity ward area, in the main hospital, what. So they gave me a bed there. I slept there around 7 o'clock. And I let my doctor know this is what happened. I was here early, and then they couldn't use me. They're gonna, they couldn't, yeah, they're supposed to, yeah, they couldn't use me, so they're gonna do it around 7 o'clock. And then apparently she called them, whatever, whatever, to find out what's going on. At that time I was sleeping, and then they woke me up around 7ish, and then I went to the maternity ward. When we got there, you know what they okay, if you don't know, but they put the heart rate monitor thingy on your stomach, and they monitor the baby's heartbeat while they induce you. When they induce you, they break your water so that you can start having contractions. So that's what they did to me. So then started having contractions. But then as we were I'm very thirsty, you guys, I'm sorry. As we were I was just green tea. So as we were there with my husband, they were doing all this thing, monitoring the baby's heartbeat, ensuring that I'm still fine. My contractions started around. They started very late though, because I think I gave birth after 5 o'clock. I usually give birth to my babies that time, so I'm not sure what time I gave birth. I don't remember, you guys. I check every time I want to remember. So we're there for a while, like the longest time, and then I started having contractions, whatnot. Started bouncing on the ball. They gave me a ball so I can start bouncing. So I started bouncing on that ball. It was so painful, you guys. It was like, I think for me, contractions are excruciating. It's the worst thing ever. I don't like. I don't want to lie to you. It's not nice for me. So it's one of those things I experience, but I don't want to experience. So I don't think I'll experience it again because baby number three, I'm not coming. I'm not there. No, we are fine. Two babies, we are fine. We're just fine. So what was I saying? My train of thought just left me. Mommy brain. Okay, I was saying the more time with the baby, so I was busy up going up and down, walking up and down, so that my contractions can start. And then they started, you guys. They were so bad. It was so bad. I was crying. I want to see some pictures. Okay, I want to see pictures of me crying and me, because no, but I'll show you a bit of pictures of the day. So contractions, and then I asked for an epidural because I go bed and then see if I felt like I was dying. I was like, no, I need something to numb the pain a bit. So the doctor came, and even with that, I don't know what was going on that day because that doctor was giving me the epidural. He kept missing the mark. I don't know what was going on. I think he tried like 3 times, and my left leg was just not not for it that day because I know the when you get an epidural, guys, you need to know the cons and pros. So some of the cons, and some of the cons with that, you might get paralyzed, whatever. And that day my left leg was acting up every time he tried to insert the thingy, my leg, guys. And I kept telling him my leg, and then he had to stop again. Then keep doing my leg again. So I think he tried like three times to just get it right, and then finally we got it right, and then at least my body started relaxing. Started the pain was going down a bit. After that, as we're still monitoring the heartbeat all this time, eh? My nurse was like, I don't like this. Something's wrong. I was like, something's wrong. How no? Nothing must be wrong now. Like everything has been going so wrong today. And like I just needed something to go right for me. And she was like, the baby's heartbeat is dropping and drastically, not just. My doctor was there in less than 5 minutes. We rushed to the ICU intensive care units. So when we got there, they started to operate. She was like, okay, Sissy, but okay, she first explained, Sissy, but this is what's happening. She called me Sissy, but that's my first name, by the way. So this is what's happening. Your heartbeat is dropping, and the baby's heartbeat is dropping, and I don't think you can, because I was 6 centimeters dilated, so we we're gonna reach 10 anytime soon. So like, there's nothing I can do. Apparently, there's no other way for this baby to come out than the operation. So went to the operation room. My husband was there with me all the time, and then they prepared me for my C-section. And guys, a part of me was I was not terrified. I was not scared, but a part of me was very worried. I was worried for my baby's health. My health. I was like, no, I'm gonna make it through this. It was the baby that I was worried about, and I've never in my life had an operation before this. So when I had this one, I was like, ooh, okay. So they numbed my body except for I was alive. I could tell they were doing something, and then they started cutting. I could feel it, and I was like, nope, 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 no. I can feel you cutting through me. So they numbed me again. Second time also I felt them, so I was like, I can still feel you. And then they numbed me the third time, and then after that I could not I could not feel any pain actually, but I could feel that they were touching, but no pain. And then baby girl came out, and she was like, how many kgs was she? She was 3.7. So my doctor was like, either way, she was too big for you to push out. I would not have allowed you to push a baby that's more than 3.5 kgs. That's what she said. So in a way, something good happened from that, because I didn't have to push a 7 kg baby. Imagine. So anyways, after that, okay, they had to stitch me up, and then my husband had to go with the baby to the ward where I was gonna stay for a while. Then after that, I stayed a long time the operation room. Like I spent a
3.7
lot.
kgs.
I spent more time than I should have, I think, because I think I was there for an hour almost. And then when I got to my room, my baby was hungry. I could tell she was hungry. She was eating her fingers. She was just, you know. But I got there, tried to feed her, and then tried to rest. I could not feel, I still could not feel my bottom, the bottom part of my body. So um, I was in hospital for about 4 days, 4 days, 5 days, I'm not sure. And then we stayed there for a while. I had to learn to walk. That's what you do. People who've had operations know this. I had to slow into it, ease into it. And then, yeah, I think okay, first day I didn't try to walk. Second day I didn't try. Third day I was like, let me just get up and just go pee. I got up and then by myself, no nurses and anyone trying to assist me. No, there was not no not that there was anyone no oh, English is bad. Not that they weren't offering, but I just wanted to get up myself and see how it's gonna go and see how I was gonna do this, and then I did it, and it was not bad, you guys. It was at that time like, ooh, but it was not the worst feeling in the world. I think it was better than contractions, having contractions. Anyways, I think even the recovery process for me was better than having contractions, because I knew that my baby was out and she was safe, and I was also safe in a way, even though I was in some sort of pain, but I was safe, I was alive. And then, yeah, that's my pregnancy and birth story. So I wanted to keep it short and simple though, because I don't want to go into details of like deep details, just the simple stuff of what happened. But then we came home, baby girl was fine, she was feeding, and then she was latching, but my nipples were like tearing and breaking off. When I say breaking off, pieces of my, if you know your nipple, pieces of it were like just coming out, and then I had to, oh, and then as I forget a lot of things. While we're still at the hospital, we discovered that she had a jaundice. So I had to I think I spent 5 days, 7 days at the hospital because she has jaundice. That's when I started pumping because I could not feed her. She had to be in the incubator where they were giving her some ray. I don't know if it's sun ray or it's not X-ray, but some ray to help with the jaundice. So we stayed there for a while. But yeah, we ended up going home. I was crying a bit because also over being at the hospital. I was tired, guys. I spent like, I think, 7 days there. So I was so over it. I just wanted to go home. Yes, it's nice there. There's people assisting you with everything. There's people just like giving you all the help that you need. There's food coming. You don't have to do anything. But I just wanted to go home, and I just wanted my baby to be fine. Sorry, because my son also had jaundice. I think I should have expected it with my daughter, but I don't know, I was not thinking about it that way. And then when it happened, the jaundice, they explained again that my husband's blood group is different from mine. I'm an O positive, and I think he's an A positive, and the babies are A positive. So my blood and my husband's blood don't really mix well. So that's what causes the jaundice on the babies. So yeah, other than that, yeah, got home, everything was fine, and then my husband's cousin came over to assist. She's still here, assisting us with the baby. Great help. She's very, very good. And then yeah, guys, now I'm well and I've recovered. I think I recovered my stitches like after 2 months. Though I was already, they were not bad, they were not painful, and then now they're not, there's nothing there. I think I still feel pain from the inside, but from the outside there's nothing. And then now I just have to lose the weight. I've lost so far, I'm in the eight. I'll just say this, I'm in the 80s, so I'm no longer in the 90s. I just want to get down to 60s, so I'm trying to eat a bit healthier. Last week I was focusing on drinking water. This week, no sugar. So, two things I'm focusing on this week: drinking more water and having no sugar or less sugar. So that's what I'm doing. Otherwise, if you've watched it until this far, thank you for watching.